Hello, and a very warm welcome. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this online learning journey. My name is Hostname, and as a hotel AI expert, I've seen a lot of change in our industry. So let's talk about something we can all relate to. Picture it. It's your first day at your dream hotel. You are so ready to go, excited to create amazing guest experiences. But first, you're handed a 50-page handbook and a mountain of paperwork. We've all been there, right? Well, today, we're going to explore how AI is completely transforming that daunting first day, turning onboarding from what feels like a chore into a really empowering welcome. Let's jump right in. All right, so here's what we've got on the agenda today. First up, we'll tackle the first day challenge. Then, we're going to get into something I call the information dump problem, and why it's such a problem. After that, I'll introduce you to the solution, a digital mentor. We'll explore how this builds confidence through conversation, and we'll wrap up by looking at the future of welcome in our industry. Sound good? Let's go. Okay, so let's start with Section 1, the first day challenge. We're talking about how we get from that feeling of information overload to a truly inspired welcome. I want you to think back to your own first day, or maybe one you've seen. You've got that mix of excitement and nerves, right? It's such a huge moment. But the real question is, are we, as an industry, actually making the most of it? And this quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The first day for a new hire is often an overwhelming deluge of paperwork and a daunting 50-page employee handbook. I mean, what's so wild is just how universal this experience is. You have a new team member showing up, just filled with passion for service, and what do? We meet them with an avalanche of admin tasks and a giant handbook that, let's be honest, nobody can possibly absorb in one go. It's not just inefficient, it's a really poor first impression for an industry that's all about making people feel welcome. So, that overwhelming feeling? It leads us right into our next section, the information dump problem. And we're going to talk about why more information isn't always better. You see, this is way more than just a bad first impression. It has a real, measurable impact on a new hire's performance right from the get-go. And the key concept here, the scientific reason behind this, is something called cognitive load. Basically, it's the amount of mental effort you're using to process new stuff. And when that load gets too high, when we throw way too much information at someone all at once, their brain just, they can't handle it. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. So instead of actually helping them learn, that information dump becomes a barrier. It slows everything down and just makes them feel overwhelmed right from the start. Okay, now look at this comparison. It just lays it all out, right? On the one hand, you have the old way, a static handbook, waiting around for HR, total information overload, and that high cognitive load we just talked about. But on the other hand, the modern approach, it's a dynamic conversation. You get instant 24/7 answers. Information is democratized. It's available to everyone. And what's the result? It builds confidence. I mean, instead of waiting for a busy manager, just imagine getting answers right away. This isn't just a small upgrade, you guys. This is a complete, fundamental shift in how we think about welcoming people. So the big question is, how do we actually fix this, right? How do we make that shift? Well, it starts by introducing a really powerful new tool. Let's talk about the digital mentor, your 24/7 onboarding assistant. So what is this thing really? Well, you can think of it as a policy bot that's on call 24/7. And the best part? It's accessible on apps that your team already uses every single day, like WhatsApp or Slack. This means new hires can just ask questions in normal, natural language, literally just like they're texting a friend, and boom, they get an instant, accurate answer. And this isn't some guess. It's pulling directly from the hotel's specific handbooks and protocols. And I want to be clear, this is not science fiction. This tech is already out there, being used by smart, innovative hotels right now. Okay, let's just walk through how simple this is in the real world. So, step 1, a new team member has a question. Something common like, hey, how do I request a shift swap? Now, instead of having to interrupt a busy colleague or track down someone from HR, they move to step 2. They just type that question into an app on their phone, like WhatsApp. And then step 3, the AI instantly provides the correct answer pulled right from the official employee handbook. It's that simple. It's frictionless, it's intuitive, and it's just incredibly effective. All right, but here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about efficiency or saving time. It's about something much, much bigger. Let's get into the next section, confidence through conversation, and the very real human impact of this kind of AI support. So what this system really does is it democratizes information. And what does that mean? It means we are getting rid of that fear of asking a so-called silly question. You know the ones. How do I get my laundry allowance? Or, wait, where's the clock-in station again?
These seem like small things, but for someone new, they can cause a ton of anxiety. This tool gives them the power to find answers on their own, instantly, and without any feeling of judgment. And honestly, this quote says it all. This shift doesn't just save time, it builds confidence. And that right there is the heart of the matter. The biggest win here isn't the minutes saved. It's the confidence we are building in our new colleagues from day one. Because think about it. An empowered, confident employee is an employee who can stop worrying and start focusing on what truly matters, delivering that exceptional guest service.
And hey, what about our amazing human resources teams? What does this do for them? Well, by automating the mechanical job of just fetching facts, we free them up to focus on the stuff that really matters, the uniquely human side of onboarding. They can finally spend their time on mentorship, on checking in emotionally, on making that new person feel genuinely seen and valued and truly welcomed into the team.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a minute and look at the big picture here. This brings us to our final section, the future of welcome, because it's all about integrating technology with hospitality. And let me be really clear, this is not about replacing people with tech. It's about using technology to make our uniquely human industry even better. But, and this is a big but, here's the challenge for all of you as future leaders. This technology has to be infused with the spirit of hospitality. I mean, the tone of the bot, the way it phrases answers, every little detail needs to align perfectly with your hotel's unique brand. A digital interaction can, and it absolutely should, feel just as warm and welcoming as a face-to-face one. All right, so let's quickly recap the key takeaways here. First, AI onboarding drastically reduces that cognitive load for new hires, making it way easier to learn. Second, giving them instant access to information builds real confidence right from the start. Third, automating all those little questions frees up our HR teams for high-touch, human connection. And the big one, the most important takeaway, technology is a tool we can use to enhance, not replace, what makes hospitality so special. At Europe Hotel School, our mission is to empower you with practical knowledge, a professional mindset, and the skills you'll need for the future. We are truly honored to support you on your learning path and wish you every success in your hospitality career. It's all about combining the best of this new technology with the timeless, irreplaceable heart of hospitality. So, I'll leave you with this one final thought to carry with you. A question, really. As you move forward to become the next generation of leaders in this incredible industry, how will you make sure that every single interaction, whether it's with a person or a piece of technology, how will you make sure it reflects your unique, heartfelt brand of welcome? Think about it. Thank you.